All right, welcome back to Ask the Mayor. We did not have any specific questions this month, but we have a special guest today, Chad with our Parks Department. And next Ask the Mayor is going to be November 14th. So if you missed the deadline for submitting your questions this time, please get them to us by November 7th. You can submit them on our Facebook page or on our website. Without further ado, I'm going to hand this over to the Mayor and Chad.
Fantastic. Thank you, Marie. So we didn't get any questions this month. So we were talking about it, and we decided we'd dedicate this month to parks. Part of that is we were awarded a nice award. Can we see that, Marie?
Yes. Yeah. Let me zoom in on it.
So Beaver Watershed Alliance gave us an award, the Urban Champion Award, for some of our partnership with them on stream bank restorations within the park system of West Fork, and just the White River in general in West Fork. So with that, we are celebrating West Fork's version of Arbor Day, and we're doing our tree planting after this meeting. And so all of that to be said, I thought, why don't we get Chad in, and we'll just let Chad talk a little bit about the great park system we have in West Fork and some of the stuff that he's working on or that he plans to work on, that type of thing. So Chad, tell us about West Fork Parks. They're the best in Northwest Arkansas.
Well, me and you think so for sure. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you invited me to be a part of it. As far as the tree planting today, it's at 1 o'clock at Carter Park. We're planting a native black gum tree in a similar location, and it is the same tree that we planted last year, a longer trail to provide some shade for the future. And so yeah, but some other things we've got going on is we are looking in, I'm getting researching prices and getting some estimates for new playground equipment at Riverside, and doing some upgrading to our playground equipment at the community center. It's something we're trying to work into next year's budget. Hopefully it can be done by late spring or early summer next year, is what we're hoping for. And so far, some of the numbers I've got in are looking very doable. So I'm excited. I think it's something we can get accomplished.
That equipment's expensive, though.
It is very expensive, yes. Playground equipment and the whole process, and bringing in new surfacing and borders and the whole thing, and dressing up what we have at community center. It is expensive, but with some of the early estimates that I've gotten, and I think we definitely, it's something that we can make work on our budget for next year. We have some other projects going on that we're looking at that may or may not be able to work out as far as because of the money, but this is one that we've wanted to do for quite some time, and we've had some hang-ups along the way over the last few years, but something we're going to push hard for. We're also in the process of expanding and working inside our disc golf course at Carter Park. Doing a little expansion there. We're going to be adding some baskets to several of the holes, making essentially a whole second shot on some of them. So going from an 18-hole course to essentially a 32 to 33 hole course. You'll be able to go down there and play 32, 33 different holes. A lot of the courses in the area will do like 2 tee pads, so you get kind of a different shot, but we're going at a little different. We're going to do 2 baskets actually. Okay. So excited about that. So doing some work in there. I encourage people, we get that, of course, gets a lot of activity, but a lot of it's from local disc golfers in the area, Northwest Arkansas, and not necessarily West Fork. So encourage our local residents to get out and use it. There's also walking trails through there. We have a
You can also check out disc golf stuff here at the library.
If you don't want an expense of going to buy those, you can check them out here at the library. Go try it out, see if you like it before you go to the trouble of buying disc. But there's walking trails in there. There's a nice wide. It's 10, 12 feet in places. It's well manicured. You're not going to get in there and get in the bushes and get ticks and all that. But it's a one-way trail in and out. If you go in and out, it's about 3/4 miles. There's a lot, 3/4 of a mile long, and there's other open areas in there that you can walk. I just, want to caution everyone, it is a disc golf course, so there is disc flying, but the soft surface trail that runs the middle, there's a couple places, but for the most part, it's real shaded, so it's really nice back in there. I just encourage our residents to get back in there.
It's a great summer walk, yeah.
It is. When it's hot, again, it's wide. You're not going to be wading the bushes. It's a good wide trail. So get back in there and check it out.
We got some lights coming in for tennis courts?
Yes, I'm getting some pricing on redoing the lights at tennis courts. We have several out at the moment. It's just every year we're having to update those, so we're looking at switching those to LED, and that'll be better lighting, more efficient lighting, and they won't be going out on us all the time like they are now. So we won't have to be working on them and repairing them every year and having that additional cost. So we're working on that as well. Some backstop repairs or possible changes down at the baseball and softball complex as well. Not sure what we're going to be able to do there, and I'm looking at a couple of different options, a few different options, and that'll come down to money as well. Maybe some different bleacher covers for shade and protection there we're looking at as well. Something we're going to do and need to do, and again, it just depends on what we can work inside the budget and what we've got. But yeah, that's what's going on at the parks. It feels like summer's still out there. The weather's great. It's October. We're getting 70 and 80. So, I mean, we've enjoyed, we've done some field maintenance, off-season maintenance there, and we've been able to take advantage of that. And I know winter's coming. We're starting working on Christmas plans and Christmas parade and Christmas light preparation and things like that in the next coming month or so as well. Yeah. So that's where we're at in the parks.
Parks are busy.
Parks are busy right now. Yes, they are.
Yeah. So a lot of planning. Just to give everybody some idea, Chad and I, Parks Committee, we've been looking at some of that playground equipment for a couple years now.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, it's so I know people sometimes say, well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And I just want to emphasize the fact that Chad is thinking many years ahead. But some of that stuff does take some planning, and you've got to accumulate the resources, the money to do some of those larger projects. So yeah, it's not just living in the moment. It's definitely a planning and looking toward the future, trying to make sure that we're providing parks that are the parks are providing the recreation that our citizens are looking for. So it's a great project.
Definitely. And you and I were cautious about the new bridge, how that was going to affect the park as well, and the entryway, and if it could possibly change up the parking or the new entrance, So we're getting some more guidelines and information on that. So that's going to help us make a decision on what we're going to do and where we're going to put it and things like that. So we've kind of waited on that as well. But yeah, I think it's going to happen.
Cool.
So,
all right. Well, I think with that, Marie, we'll call it a wrap, and we'll see what questions we get next month.
All right. Don't forget to submit your questions by November 7th, and we hope to see you guys next month. Bye.